Dames and Herren, Meister St. Jungen, and welcome back to the F1 podcast. I am joined by Alan.
Hola.
And David.
Good evening, everyone.
So, Viva España. Or in other words, Catalonia.
Mm-hmm.
Testing ground.
Yes.
Indeed.
Yeah. What to talk about? Practice. Well, practice was just practice, you know. Them running, not showing full potential, apart from having, like we say, having Yuri Vips and oh my god,
Nick de Vries.
Nick de Vries.
It was also nice to see Red Bull testing out their green livery for the first session.
The whole thing to do with the Aston Martin.
I love the passive aggressive of all the Red Bull teams switching to drinking the green Red Bull cans.
Isn't that the non-caffeine Red Bull?
No, it's either. Apparently, some countries have a lime edition, or it's a cactus fruit edition.
Really?
Mm.
Yeah, I've actually had the cactus fruit one. It's not bad. I've not tried the lime one. I'm not sponsored here, by the way. I wish I fucking was.
You wish you were.
But Red Bull sponsorship has saved me a fortune.
True, right?
There is a picture going around of, you know, when Max and Hamilton collided at Imola, at Monza, sorry.
Mm.
There is a picture of them on top of each other, with a caption 9 months later.
And an Aston Martin. But yeah, that cracking shot of the pit one, they've all just got the green Red Bull cans. That was so well thought out by somebody.
Yeah.
But of course, I know we're jumping ahead a little bit, that copying Red Bull's homework did so well that neither of them got out of Q1.
Yeah.
But it also gave Mercedes a chance to test out their new upgrade.
Yeah, and bugger me, unfortunately, it worked. I shouldn't say that, that's cruel, but yeah.
Ew. Okay, there is an apricot flavour. That's an orange can. Oh god, is that McLaren?
That's papaya in it, as you always try and tell us.
Well, it is papaya, but it looks that colour anyways.
It's freaking orange. Papaya's not a thing, it's orange.
Well, we know that. Ooh, really? There's been a coconut edition for Red Bull?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's also the purple cans, which are acai berry, which I'm not even entirely sure. This isn't the Red Bull podcast, by the way, just so we're clear, gentlemen. We're not doing a taste test, unfortunately.
Obviously, I wouldn't be able to have the tropical edition to that, so...
It's also a watermelon flavour.
That sounds nice.
I think
That's really nice.
I think that might be the other green one, I'm thinking. I don't want it with cactus fruit.
No, the watermelon one is red.
Ah.
Yeah, I was just... Well, no, because... Hang on. Let me have a look on Amazon. The green one is a summer edition, apparently. And it is, as David is right, it is cactus fruit. The red one is watermelon.
Yeah.
Cactus fruit one sounds quite interesting. Get it on Amazon.
I have had it abroad. I don't think it's made it to this country in massive numbers. I got it while I was in Spain.
But, yeah.
Anyway, back to F1.
Well, we are on the subject of F1, sort of, here. It's just... Apparently, the Aston Martin debacle isn't over. Just for something that Horner was saying that, you know...
Yeah.
That they might have evidence. I get why Red Bull do want to protect their IP, considering that some of the Aston Martins did kind of take some of the Red Bull's employees. He said, yes, what they've got in their head is fair game, but their interest is, have they taken any paperwork. You know, have they that's what they're protecting.
Well, we're getting back to the old Fernando Alonso at pretty Renault years, aren't we? Benetton, as I think it was back then.
Yeah. Well, this is what they were saying. Because of the wind tunnels and things like that, was anything left behind in a wind tunnel? Now, obviously, all engineers are supposed to take all paperwork. It's supposed to be completely empty before the next team comes in. But did Red Bull leave something behind?
Can't see it.
No, I think they'll employ people just to make sure that doesn't happen.
Yeah, but that is one of the theories that people have been saying, sort of thing. Something was left behind, because they were all about that on, I think it was on Sunday. They were on about, or Saturday, one or two. They were all about paperwork being left behind and things like that, but they can't understand why that would happen.
Exactly.
Because all the engineers will make sure all paperwork is collected, all data is collected, all systems scrubbed, and everything else ready for the next team. But I think what it is, because Red Bull can't moan about Mercedes, they need somebody else to moan about.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but if you did look at the two cars, they looked very similar.
But you're going to get that, unfortunately. You know, with a lot of the upgrades that cars are coming up with and things like that, cars are going to start looking the same.
Yeah, I know.
At the end of the day, they're all aiming for the same goal. They've all got the same base point they've got to start from. Logic says that they're not going to go in totally different directions. There's going to be a way of doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you've got to think. It just seemed a bit odd. The fact, it's just the fact that the Red Bull employees left Red Bull, went to Aston Martin, and this car appears. So of course it's gonna raise a few eyebrows.
Yeah.
And obviously Aston Martin is saying, this car was in development way before. So this spec of car was in development since before winter testing.
Well, don't forget, we were originally supposed to bring these cars to the table last year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of the base work will have actually been in play now, probably since 2020. Because we were all set forward for 2021 of these cars, and we got knocked back a year because obviously the world shit itself.
Well, yeah. So, this is the other spec that they've had, and they are basically trying it, and they're probably thinking, well, that didn't fucking work.
Kind of how Merc were at the start of the season.
Yeah. That new upgrade to their floor has worked.
To a degree.
It's actually stopped their ports in.
To a degree.
Also, although Barcelona's not as much of a fast track.
No,
exactly.
Wait till we get to Monza. Wait till we get to Monza or somewhere like that.
Yeah. Wait till we get to a fast track.
Yeah, and by then, they should, in theory, sort out the porpoising altogether.
Because you're not going to see a lot of... I'd be very surprised if you are going to see a lot of porpoising around Monaco. We might see a traffic jam.
You might do as they bounce into the wall.
But, yeah, no, qualifying was just the usual qualifying, I mean, Ferrari, I'll get it out in a minute.
No, you won't, mate. That'll get us banned.
They looked... Fuck off. They looked quick through all the practice sessions, and obviously through qualifying.
I mean, through qualifying, when Leclerc had the balls to do a pirouette for the crowd and then stick it on pole.
Yeah.
Do some donuts first.
Don't know what happened to the likes of McLaren this weekend at all.
Aston Martin, we say, you ended up both out in Q1.
Fernando Alonso.
Yeah, well, they sort of took that as a blessing, didn't they? Because he took that as a chance to change the engine and just started him from the back anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But Fernando Alonso to be out in Q1. is kind of unheard of.
Oh yeah.
But in all honesty, fair play to Haas again.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Haas are punching well, aren't they?
Mm.
I said this is going to really bugger Drive to Survive because half their storyline was Steiner getting mad.
Yeah.
They're going to be screwed for what to do this year.
Well, yeah, because it obviously has been confirmed they're getting another 2 fucking seasons.
I've told you before, we've had this discussion. I actually let it happen because it doesn't bother me. I don't watch it, and it might just bring a few more fans in, which brings more sponsor money.
Yeah,
which...
but it has brought the fans in, but it pisses a lot of the older fans off, which is true. But no, we know Norris wasn't up to scratch.
I mean, we sit there and say about the Aston Martin and things like that. But obviously, when it came to the race, they actually did pretty good when they qualified.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did Alonso. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
But yeah, so obviously going back to qualifying, you know, that was just qualifying.
Yeah, as you say, passing to the top 10, freaking.
I think that was a bit of luck though, because obviously Norris having his time deleted sort of gave Schumacher that.
Yeah, but Norris wasn't fully fit.
No.
Norris has tonsillitis. Norris had tonsillitis, or has tonsillitis. He'd been complaining of nausea, and he really wasn't on top of his form.
I think he still finished ahead of Ricciardo, didn't he?
He still did.
Way ahead of him.
So, yeah.
I mean, you've got to... Obviously, Gasly got done. Gasly's got another 2 points on his licence. So he's got 4 points. That carries for 12 months. I can't remember, was that during the race or was that qualifying? There was an FIA statement about it. Unless that was the incident between him and Norris from last race.
Yeah. We actually haven't had... It was actually a very quiet race because we didn't have a safety car. We only had one yellow flag, I think.
Yeah, I was very surprised there was...
Well, I think there was a couple of yellow flags.
Yeah, but there wasn't
no safety car.
safety cars. But it wasn't Vitage that was... It wasn't Vitage that was in charge. It was the other guy.
I don't think safety cars were warranted for those yellow flags.
No.
Well, no, because the first one was just when K-Mag and Hamilton were sliding through the gravel trap, which they got themselves going for.
Yeah.
I can't even recall what the other one was for.
So you had yellow flags with the sights going off, turn 4.
Which was the same as Max going off, I suppose, probably 3-1 briefly.
Yeah.
So you had 3 yellow flags.
I think that was it, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't recall a lot else.
Well, it was just... I don't know. I mean, when K-Mag and Hamilton come together, I thought... I thought that's fucked K-Mag up completely over.
But it was a racing incident.
I'm not saying it wasn't.
Oh yeah, 100% it was a racing incident.
It was a racing incident. They were just...
I loved Hamilton. Thought, we might as well retire and save the car at this point.
Yeah, he'd give up.
Yeah. As the team said, no, keep going. We reckon we can get at least 8th. Boy, were they wrong.
Yeah, well, they probably didn't expect all the shit to happen. So going to the race. You know, perfect start for Leclerc and all that lot. Hell of a battle going on.
Russell was defending like mad, and he was doing it so well against Perez.
I'm kind of skipping a bit far here. You know, there was all that incident going on. You know, K-Mag into Hamilton.
Hamilton picking up a punch. Yeah.
Yeah. How the fuck did K-Mag not destroy his wing? Or worse.
They're so much stronger now, though.
Really?
K-Mag, he seems to have some kind of... I mean, look at Emilio Villario when he managed to just give it enough power to get out the gravel, but not enough power to hit the wall.
Well, you mean at Emilia Romagna?
That's the one.
You mean Imola?
Imola. He seems to have some real ability for just a bit of finesse with the cars.
Yeah.
More than maybe some of the other drivers do.
Because it was just like... I thought, when he hit him, I thought, oh, okay, that's a Mercedes gone. That's a Mercedes gone. That's a Haas gone. And it was
I was thinking that, but it was just... Managed to get back to the pits, new set of tyres, off they both go. You know,
but
obviously Sainz didn't have the graces of starts, which screwed him over.
But what was this tailwind all about? This suspected tailwind that
Just catching him out the top of turn 4.
That only caught 2 drivers out.
Yeah, I know. So before the race started, they said the wind was picking up slightly, and they could see that on the flags. There was a bit of a breeze coming in.
Yeah.
There had wind coming down the start straight, which would do wonders for slipstream. But there was also that bit of a wind coming over turn 4. But again, it only caught 2 drivers out.
Yeah.
And they were both identical.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because at first I started to wonder if there was something on the track.
Yeah.
That was my thought. At first, was there a bit of liquid down or something? Because it seemed to be just, you said, there was only the 2 cars we saw doing it.
Yeah.
But so it gets big to differ. Were they overdoing it?
There's a possibility they were pushing.
Yeah.
Well, we all know Max likes a push, and I can still imagine Carlos is trying to make up for what's happened, combined with being at his home race.
Yeah.
Was maybe trying to put on more of a show than...
Yeah.
Because...
he just, I think Carlos really, he needs somewhere like a win or just a really good race just to settle himself. He's had so many little bits of bad luck when Australia didn't make it past lap 1.
No.
Yeah.
Italy binned it in qualifying and then binned it in lap 1 again. The poor guy's just not had, it's been a bit of foul luck.
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessarily bad driving.
No.
Either if he spent so many years watching his dad run through gravel traps, he thinks he can do it himself and forgets he's not in a
Rally car.
he's not in a Toyota Corolla or a Ford Focus.
But so who was the first to retire?
It was
Charles.
Yeah.
Which, that was gutting.
I know.
And as you know, I'm not particularly a Ferrari fan. Actually, I was talking to my dad and I was saying, I'm actually kind of torn who I want to win this season, because as much as I'd like to see Max get a second one and maybe get one that the Hamilton fans can't shit themselves over, it would be nice to see Leclerc and Ferrari do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just have
I don't
to
think
wait and see.
I don't think anybody would take it away from him.
No.
But it's like, but for the car to die like that when he basically had that race under full control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it wasn't just him, though, was it? Apparently, it was Guan Yu Zhou
Yeah.
as well.
Literally
apparently.
a couple of laps later.
Yeah, because you didn't see it. The one thing I will say, and I'm going to point this out again, and if anybody is from the F1 that does listen to these, which I fucking doubt, do not use that fucking drone camera ever again.
I liked it.
Fucking I didn't. I mean,
No. The best camera was in the pits.
Yeah, what happened? Did you? I don't know if David noticed it. Did you notice it? During one of the pit stops,
Towards the end of the race.
towards the end of the race, they cut to the lower camera like they do.
Yeah.
The camera did a 360.
I know, I never spotted that. Well, maybe not the drone cam. I'll tell you what could work out. Touring cars were at Brands Hatch, not last weekend, the weekend before. They had the Goodyear blimp there.
Yes, they did have the Goodyear blimp there.
And that gave some great shots at Brands Hatch. Because Brands Hatch, you could basically get the entire track in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Goodyear blimp was up for some reason, and it was brilliant.
It was a PR stunt. Definitely a PR stunt.
100% we know it was, but at the same time, not taking anything away.
Yeah, but you'd have to have a Pirelli one, wouldn't you? You couldn't have the Goodyear blimp. You'd have to actually have a Pirelli one.
Nah, you see, I'd try the Goodyear one in purely for the shits and giggles.
That would be fucking funny, that, wouldn't it?
Going back to a few years ago, the completely different topic was where Stobart's did that special trailer for like cancer research, and Malcolm Logistics bought the entire side of it.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
When they did the
trailer, they were selling bits of the like based on the trailer, and Malcolm's bought the entire left side.
Yeah, they did.
Which was genius.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd do it. In fact, do we not know anybody good here? Could they not just fly it over the next race, not announce it or anything, just suddenly come meandering over the hill like a...
Do it, well, go over Silverstone.
Yeah,
you'd have to do it British.
Just theme from Jaws starts playing and it emerges over the trees.
Yeah, I knew about the Goodyear blimp going to Brands Hatch because I'd actually seen a post about it on Facebook.
Yeah, it was there, and it was giving some really good shots of like the entire track and some really good tracking shots. It was a great thing to have.
Well, like I say, if Pirelli were going to do that, they'd have to have one of their own.
Well, why Pirelli? I'm sure somebody like Red Bull would quite happily put the name on the side of a blimp for...
Probably would.
Yeah.
But you'd have to have decent conditions, and probably that's what the day that it was a Brands Hatch was a probably decent conditioned day for the blimp, because they, otherwise they'll have to be anchoring the fucking blimp to the ground. Extra long cables. Because you couldn't run. A good one would be Austria or Spa, just because of the tracks. But yeah, no, I did feel sorry for Leclerc.
Oh, it was because like I say, if it hadn't been for that, I don't think anybody'd have caught him.
No,
I also
Go on, sorry. I was going to say he had that so controlled and so.
Yeah, he was what? Was he about 7-9 seconds ahead or something?
I think he got up to about 11, didn't he, before it finally...
He was quite a fair distance.
And that was after a pit.
But
yeah, and then Zhao retired a lap later.
Yeah. Which was interesting how it was one of the Ferrari-powered units yet again.
Which I actually just read a tweet before we went live. They reckon it was damage to the power unit in GametimeUK, but they don't think it was like a design flaw.
Whose?
Ferrari's, Leclerc's car.
Okay.
I know Mercedes were having problems with their engine. They
were cooling issues.
Yeah, they were towards the end of the race. It cost Hamilton, didn't it, a place to... Unfortunately, Bottas couldn't get his hands on him, which would have been interesting to see.
It wasn't just that, though. George struggled as well. George's engine towards the end.
Yeah, because I was kind of hoping Carlos might have been able to hunt him down, but just ran out of laps.
Yeah. That's it. I think, 2 laps before the end, they both got the same message saying...
Cooling.
We need to start calling this engine down by coasting around these corners. Otherwise, we're going to get DNF.
Yeah. And Perez, I really feel sorry for. I get why they swapped him, because Max is obviously closer to the world championship.
Yeah.
But that actually doesn't mean anything, because Perez is in third in the standings at the minute, but Max was closer to Leclerc.
Yeah. At the end of the day, teams always do this, and I get because you heard Perez's message at the end. I'm happy for the team. We'll talk about it
Yeah.
Yeah.
because he didn't want to publicly broadcast. I'm guessing, which was emotions at the time.
Yeah, he's probably pissed about it.
Yeah, but I think he also understands
He
why.
Yeah, but like I said, Max is going for Max is close to that for the next World Championship. At this point, he's leading the championship now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, leading it by 6 points.
Yeah.
I mean, Perez didn't put a foot wrong. I mean, he was.
Oh no, he got my driver of the day vote because to be fair, he did absolutely superb.
Who got driver of the day?
Hamilton.
Yeah.
But in all fairness, I mean,
I can see why.
Even I can't overly argue with that. It
Hmm.
wouldn't have been my vote, but I can't argue with it.
No, I can see why. But yeah,
I mean, Perez didn't put a foot wrong. I mean, especially when he was trying to get past Russell.
well,
Yeah.
I mean, the amount of times that could have gone ended in so many different ways.
In the end, he went round the outside.
Yeah.
Round the side, round the side.
But as we've said millions of times, that's the Perez we know and
Just couldn't
we know and love.
It was funny though. Did you hear George's response when he was told by his race engineer Perez is on a one-stop? George's response was blimey.
Yeah, which he wasn't in the end.
It wasn't in the end.
Information.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing they were just trying to coax Merck into doing something, weren't they?
Yeah.
As you know, half of it's mind games.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, we don't hear half the radio message, and they all know that every other team is listening to everybody else's radio messages.
Yeah.
You don't.
So,
but the weirdest thing is, I mean, did they really have to fucking keep? Oh, that was the thing that annoyed me though. Yes, we don't hear all the radio messages, but we don't hear other teams' radios. It's always either Ferrari, Red Bull, Mercedes. We don't hear Hasses. We don't hear Aston Martins. We don't hear Alpines.
that will be a combination of we do occasionally hear, but it's like they're going to stick to the guys who are at the front.
Especially when Max is getting angry.
Yeah, you're not going to suddenly hear a message from Latifi asking him what sandwich he wants after the race. You know.
Well, yeah, but I kind of, to be honest, I don't blame Max for the anger in a way because, his DRS was intermittent, shall we say, his DRS.
Well, yeah, because there was one point when he's come down the start straight, you saw it open and then shut on itself.
Yeah, the car was having issues with one, which I think Max was getting quite upset about just by some of his radio messages.
He was.
You can't even build a car.
Which I reckon he will apologise for.
Yeah.
But it wasn't just the fact that his DRS had been plaguing him all weekend.
Well, that's it. They were trying to. They were
faffing around before qualifying. They were faffing around before even the race started.
Yeah. The one before the race, they found a small split.
Yeah, they were sanding carbon and shit off it. They were basically sanding that wing.
Yeah, they found a small split in it, so they had to fix it before it went out.
Yeah.
But, yeah, of course he's going to get pissed. He's trying to pass George. But George was just getting his elbows out. George, I've always liked George.
Oh, yeah.
Whether he's at Mercedes or Williams or wherever he is.
Thing is, George had a plan. On that turn one, he had a plan. And he stuck to it every single lap.
Oh, yeah, you could see it. Apart from Perez.
Yeah, but he still kept him behind for quite a few laps.
Yeah, but then you had the likes of Perez asking the team to basically let me past. I'm quicker. You heard Perez say it, let me past.
But
what?
At the end of the day, Perez got screwed over. But also, Verstappen was quicker.
I think if the Ant had pulled orders in, I think Verstappen would have got him on the better tyres, and then if the Ant had pulled orders in, I think Verstappen would have got him on the better tyres, and then you hit the point.
Yeah.
Want them to fight for a few laps, slow each other down, or do you want them just right, let them get on with it?
Ooh.
Thought you'd like that.
What?
I've just put a picture in our PlayStation chat of the weather forecast for Monaco on Sunday.
Please tell me it's raining.
Thunderstorms.
Lovely. That's gonna be fun.
So yeah, sorry to do that. Obviously, I'm keeping an eye on Twitter, seeing if we can pick anything up to
Ooh, yeah. Saturday's gonna
talk about.
Saturday's gonna be interesting. So Sunday.
All I can see at the moment is another Spa.
No.
No, I'm thinking
No.
back now. Was Monaco? God, what was it? Was it 97? Where only about 8 cars finished, and Heinz Harald Frentzen got the win in a Jordan.
Yeah. Hang on, which Spa year are you talking about?
He means last year's Spa. He's thinking of.
Oh, right, no. Monaco's got better drainage. For a start. Because there was one year at Spa where there was that big accident.
Yeah.
I think it was was it 95? 95, 96? Massive accident, and I think
That was Schumacher. Yeah, that was Coulthard caused that. He still, because wasn't that the same year when Schumacher ran up the back of Coulthard? You had that we've talked about this on the podcast before.
What, the famous
Schumacher on 3 wheels coming down the back straight.
Yeah. And then wasn't that the one where he was going to go down the pit lane and lamp him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of, he was on the. I watched the. Even though I watched the race on Sky, F1, I watched the race again. Well, the highlights on Channel 4, and it had Coulthard, obviously. He was actually commentating on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does do an awful lot. He does do the commentary.
Yeah,
on Channel 4.
But you can so tell the different styles in commentary.
Oh yeah.
If you obviously watch it on, you watch it on Sky with like Crofty and Brundle and that, but then if you watch the highlights on Channel 4, and it's like, it's just not, you know what I mean? There's just nothing.
There we are. The world Cup, 1996 Monaco Grand Prix, where 3 cars finished.
Bloody hell.
Olivier Panis won in a Ligier, from Coulthard in a McLaren and Herbert in a Sauber, and they were the only finishers.
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
I remember that one as a kid because it was like such just the way cars were falling like flies.
Yeah.
But I know they do this on Sky occasionally. They do start showing the classic races. I have watched quite a few classic races.
Yeah.
Because obviously Murray Walker's been commentating on them. And the whole style of the graphics and everything, you can just, it's so old school. Really
A bit like that video. Was it that video I shared last year where people take like modern footage and laid like the classic things over it?
Monaco could be interesting then, couldn't it?
Oh yeah, very much so.
Like I say, I don't think it'll be complete washout because obviously they have better drainage with it being city streets.
Yeah.
The only
the
only danger would be from them coming out of the tunnel. Would be the tunnel section.
Because that will be bone dry underneath. Because obviously it won't rain under there.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'll believe that weather report when I see it happening. But
yeah. But we'll wait and see.
Was anybody's predictions right at all? Was our predictions right at all, David?
I can't remember what we predicted, to be honest with you. I'd have to listen back to the other one.
Yeah, because I said Max, didn't I? I'm sure I said Max. I think
I said Max Leclerc
and Sainz.
and Perez, didn't I?
I think you said Sainz, didn't you?
something like that. So
I think you did a Ferrari one, like a Ferrari 1-2. You
could have
did
been,
some
yeah.
of it, but then
I'm sure Alan would put Hamilton up there.
I think I think
No,
he'd have put
I didn't
George.
actually. No, I actually, if I remember correctly, I actually was saying the Sainz, Max, and Leclerc.
Could have been, yeah.
Well, who was with me on the last one? It was Alan, wasn't it? Alan was
It
with me
was
on the
me.
last one. Yeah. Who did I say then?
I can't remember. Have a quick listen back.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I'm wondering if I wonder if I said something similar to what the Imola result, which will have been Max Perez and Max Perez and Russell. But I mean, I don't know. I was just having a look for Monaco weather actually while we were on that subject.
Although, fair play to Tsunoda for getting 10th.
Yeah.
And again, Alonso for finishing where he did from the back of the field.
Yeah.
Well, according to the weather, Friday is sort of sunny, cloudy. Saturday is going to be like 26 degrees with chance of rain. Sunday is definitely going to be raining. So it might not be thunderstorms, but it could be rain at least.
Cheers, Jeff.
By the way, you have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
It isn't gonna. Yeah, but have you heard what they're going on onto the game? Obviously, they're gonna make it sound like it's more coming through a team radio headset rather than.
So he's going to finish it by going over.
I don't know. It's gonna do something. So.
Oh, he's just going to barrel us all like this. You're going to be doing what the fuck to say all the fucking time.
Yeah, it'll sound somewhat like that.
Saying that, have you ever noticed the little touch in the game as when you go like through the tunnel at Monaco, it actually breaks up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is an amazingly small detail.
Does that on a few different tracks. Depends on whereabouts you're on the track. You will get very muffled, or even when you use the keys, it just doesn't come through. But it's those little details.
Yeah.
So, anything else about the race?
Well, apart from it was just safety carless, which is going to be definitely that ain't going to happen with Monaco.
Actually, I can see Monaco this time is going to be a very easy red flag. Oh, Apple's going to red flag it, aren't they?
Yeah.
But we said that last time, and then Aston Martin never came out.
No, but I reckon there will be more red flags at Monaco.
Yeah. The way which these cars are, yeah.
I mean, it's going to be just an absolute cluster truck. Sorry, clusterfuck. What?
That was a fantastic flub there.
Yeah, it was more of like a promotional cluster truck.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, how long have you been sponsored by them? God, I thought I was wrong when we started it with a Red Bull discussion.
I know. But yeah, it's just gonna be. It's gonna be chaos. If it rains, it is gonna be chaos. And like we say, will they safety car it or will they red flag it? And it's more likely, because of the type of circuit it is, we will see more red flags.
Yeah.
So when obviously, what are your predictions, Alan, for Monaco?
Leclerc, Verstappen, Perez.
Okay, interesting.
What was
David?
that? Leclerc,
Leclerc,
Verstappen, Perez.
Verstappen, and Perez. He's
Not
chose.
in
I'm
that-
making a
not in
note of the. I'm making a note of these, then we can come back to them afterwards.
Not in
You
that
got
particular order, but they are my top three.
prediction for fastest lap?
Leclerc.
Okay.
Leclerc, right?
David.
You want me to go next to you?
Yep.
I honestly, my default is to just agree with Alan there, but I'm going to say Verstappen. It's actually a fairly strong. I'm going to say, just because where he's going, I'm going to say Verstappen, Leclerc, Russell. Just because if he keeps this run of form that he's got right now, he could end up being in run for bloody championship at this rate. He could do a bit of Keke Rosberg and win a championship without winning a single race.
Yeah.
And for fastest lap, I'd put that down to Perez. Just because they'll pit him 87 times if they need to. Go on then, you, Dippy.
See, I'm going to go, obviously, Verstappen, Russell, and I am going to go Leclerc.
So same as me then, it's in a different order.
Yeah.
Fastest lap?
I'm going to go Sainz, actually, for that.
Right, so I'm saving these on my desktop as Monaco predictions so we can come back to them.
Well, it'll be me and you for that one, won't it?
Yeah.
It will be.
So, yeah, have you guys got any more closing before we end this one?
No, I think it was just. It was a good race, don't get me wrong, but just could have done with a little bit more excitement.
Yeah. The other thing I've got to add really is to wish a happy 50th birthday to Rubens Barrichello.
Oh, right, okay.
To date this video a little bit, but when we recorded, yeah, it is Rubens Barrichello's 50th birthday today.
Did you actually see the fact that
Maldonado was there, yeah.
Yes.
The only person who's crashed an F1 car more times than Alan.
Excuse me, I'm not bad as Chris.
Yeah, if you want to see an honest mistake, guys, go onto the YouTube channel and search for "Don't Flick Through Menus." Yeah.
I still love that. You just literally drive into a wall. It just looks like you just switched off.
Well, that's not the pit lane one. That's the one with. That was at Spain, wasn't it? Yeah, that was at Spain.
Was it? Oh, it's. I thought it was the one where
No.
I thought it was the one at the
No.
Portmao where you
No.
ran into a bloody wall.
No, that's no. This was at Spain. That one was at Spain. So it is on topic. I was flicking through the MFD, the multifunction display. Basically, flicking through menus, looking at either tire temperature or tire grip. I think Jeff had just messaged. You know, he'd just come over the radio saying, I'm going to lose
I
that.
literally just watched. That one.
Yeah, that one.
That one.
So that's twice you've done that.
Yeah, I know.
So like I say, you did it at Portmao where you ran into the pit barrier at the Mach 3.
Yeah, I know, and I need to learn not to do it.
It took them so long to get all of the bloody pit guys back on the chairs.
So yeah, we're going to end this one here on that note. So thank you for joining us. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Don't forget you can follow us on Twitch. All links are in the description. And we shall see you next time for another F1 podcast. So until then,
Adios, amigos.
So long, folks.
goodbye for now.